All right, now let's tackle part D, which says find a power series that represents 1 over x on the interval from 0 to 2. Now we're going to play the trick that we've been playing, which is to recognize that 1 over 1 minus x is equal to 1 plus x plus x squared plus dot 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 plus our general term x to the n, and then we just continue this power series on to infinity. And so what we want to do is to change this with the hint that's there into something that looks like 1 over 1 minus something. And then whatever this something is, we're going to substitute it in everywhere that we see an x in our power series. So we're given the first hint, which is that 1 over x is equal to 1 over 1 plus x minus 1. But this still isn't quite 1 over 1 minus something. So we're going to have to do the same kind of trick that we did in part B, which is to put 2 extra negative signs in there. So this is going to be 1 minus negative x minus 1. And when we do that, then we can write this as a power series, and it's going to be 1, and then I'm going to take this and substitute it in everywhere I have an x. So my first term is going to be minus x minus 1. And then in my second term, I'm going to square this. And so my outside negative sign is going to go away. So it's going to be plus x minus 1 squared. For my cubic term, I'm going to keep that negative sign because when I cube that negative sign in front, it's still going to be negative. So I'm going to have negative x minus 1 cubed. And then I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to have my dot, 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 and my general term is going to be negative 1 to the n times x minus 1 to the n, and then that will just continue on to infinity. And as always, I need to check what my interval of convergence is. And I know that this will converge if my x, or the absolute value of my x, is less than 1. So that means that the absolute value of this, the absolute value of negative x minus 1, has to be less than 1. So that tells me that negative 1 is less than x minus 1 is less than positive 1. And when I get the x all by itself, that means that I'm going to add 1 to all parts of this inequality, and I'm going to get 0 is less than x is less than 2, and that is the interval of convergence that I was given at the beginning.